Hi, this is Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch, and today on this very windy and slightly wet sometimes March day, we're doing some walk around video tours of our new and used motorhomes, and this particular one has just come in about an hour ago. So it is a lovely freshly arrived early part exchange 2019 Swift Select 184. Now, Swift are Britain's biggest caravan and motorhome manufacturer, but the Selects are actually built in what was the Autocruise factory. So Swift swallowed up Autocruise, who have a factory of their own in Mexborough, and started using what was the Autocruise factory to build their van conversion. So they're very nicely built, very well specified, UK friendly, high-end van conversions based on the Fiat Cato. So this is a Select 184, so that is very rare. In fact, I would say you would almost call it unique layout in the industry. It mirrors a very popular layout of an N lounge at the back, and then a front seating area with seat belts. So it's a 4 seat belt van, but unlike all the competition that's out there of this layout, like the Wild Axe Aurora Leisure, the Compass Eldest CV40 range, this makes a proper adult sized double bed at the front as well as at the back. So this is one of the only non-pop top motorhomes on the market, van conversions, with a split lounge and 4 proper adult sized berths, which is great. But if you're not always going to use it for 4 adult sized berths, I'll show you on the inside how you can use that to your advantage for more storage space as well. So it's quite a good thing, and this is an absolutely immaculate one owner from New Example. It's a local gentleman who actually owns a car dealership, so you couldn't wish for a better previous owner. It's in immaculate condition, it's just come in, and it's perfect really. It's really nice, good specifications. Let's have a look at it. So based on the Fiat Cato, 2.3, 130 horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, very light, stable and easy to drive. This is the 6.34 metre chassis, which is actually the same wheelbase as the 6 metre chassis. It's just you've got an extra little bit of overhang at the back, but as you won't fit a 6 metre van in a single parking space without overhanging at the back, it's as practical as you still just overhang that back a little bit more. But what it gives you inside is a heck of a lot of space, as we'll see. So this particular one is looking gorgeous in metallic grey, which I don't know if that was standard or an option at the time, but it's a fine looking vehicle. It's got 16-inch Fiat alloy wheels, so it's got the bigger wheels which ride a bit smoother. Full iron grey metallic. You've got the LED daytime running lights at the front there. You've got the black high gloss style pack, which looks really smart, with the black spoiler underneath and the Swift badge instead of the Fiat badge up there. Very cool. We'll have a little walk around the outside, but you'll already see that it's got a Thule Omni-Store full length 3.7 metre wind out awning. And up on the top there you can probably just see it's got a solar panel as well, so really nicely specified van. You've got all the same kit and equipment in these van conversions these days as you have in a much bigger coach built van. So you've got a big 3-way fridge freezer in this one. So Swift are one of the few manufacturers who don't use an underslung gas tank. Has its downsides and plus sides. Plus sides are you're not tied to finding an LPG filling station to fill it up. You can swap your gas bottles in anywhere with Calagas in the UK, or we can fit your refillable bottles if you prefer that you can fill up with LPG. 3-way fridge freezer because of that, so it runs off gas if you're not hooked up to the mains if you are hooked up to the mains, and it runs on 12 volt from the engine alternator while you're driving. We'll have a little look at the cab spec here. So we've got those smart alloy wheels, we've got the LED daytime running lights, we've got the metallic iron grey, we've got full cab blinds as well, Remis cab concertina blinds on both sides and the windscreen. We've got a DAB Fiat factory fitted Bluetooth stereo system, which does your phone. You can stream music to it, you can plug music things into it. It does digital radio as well as your normal FM and such like. Air conditioning, cruise control and twin airbags. You've got the central cup holders as well, which were new around this time, and overall a very nice thing. And it's only done 5,000 miles from new, so that's really low mileage, but it's had its services as it should have, and we'll give it a full engine service before it goes out and a full mechanical check over, because it's not old enough to need an MOT. So you can see on the inside there we've got twin swivelling cab seats, which are really comfortable, sculpted ones with armrests. Very cool. I'll have a little look at the outside. It's It's a bit mucky at the minute because it's just driven here from Cornwall, so we'll forgive it that, but there's not a mark on it. Mid-bathroom in this one, so that's where your Thetford cassette toilet dumps from. You fill up your fresh water tank, which is underslung through that hole there, and it comes with a little 2-pin socket, so if you want to bring a container of water to the van, you can get a submersible pump, plug it in there, and it will suck the water in if you want to do it that way. Your wastewater from the plug holes is collated in the tank, which is dumped through this grey tap here. And then we've got Truma gas and electric heating and hot water, and that is the flue for it there. So that's what they call a combi boiler. It's digitally controlled and it's a combined heating system and hot water system. Nice and easy to use on the inside. We'll talk a bit more about that inside, but it will run off gas if you're not hooked up, or mains electric if you are hooked up. Coming around to the back of the van, so you can see you've got a nice big end lounge with side windows and rear windows as well, so very, very light. All of these are double glazed for heat retention and no condensation. We've had a tow bar fitted to this one, which is really handy because if you're not towing things, which you probably aren't, you can put a bike rack on there, which is better than hanging it on the doors in my opinion. You've also got reversing sensors on the back as well, and of course the nice thing is with a van conversion on a nice day like today, which it isn't really, but it looks it in the sun if nothing else, you can open up your back doors and it's a really nice space to bring the outside inside. And your front lounge is the same as well. You've got the big side door, so you're not stuck inside like you are with a coach built van, and that's one of the reasons these van conversions are very, very popular. Now you can see the fit and finish is really nice from Swift, or Autocruise as you could almost call them. Really like this. Big, fully trimmed all the way throughout, very, very nicely finished. I like the fact they've used these concertina blinds, which are the more expensive type. They rattle less. Fully panelled sidewalls as well, very, very smart. I like the light wood finish and the light wood chunky bits there, which is something Autocruise were doing for years. We'll have another look at the end lounge when we're inside here, but you can see some of the lighting as well back here. We've got fully dimmable uplighters, directional 12-volt spotlights underneath, practical coloured carpets which are loose so you can take them up. There's storage underneath there, a little bit of storage under here, but that's taken up partially by the boiler as well, and 2 TV points, one in the rear lounge and one in the front lounge as well. We'll have a look at the kitchen and the other bits on the inside. Nice little door pocket for magazines and newspapers and maps and things for those that still read paper stuff at the back. Very cool. Not a mark on this van. It is immaculate. Looks like it's been abroad at some time, which will be some of those 5,000 miles. This sort of thing you can go wherever you like. You see your canopy up there. I still called it full length. It's not quite full length, is it? But it's the factory fitted correct one for the van anyway. Gas locker is here. You'll get 2 6 or 7 kilo Calogas bottles into there, or if you prefer to use refillable LPG, we can fit you a refillable gas bottle system. Electric step on the outside, smart graphics, not overly sort of complicated, really nice. And the stubby little van wing mirrors, very easy to propel down the Devon and Cornwall country lanes. So we'll open up the big sliding side door now, and we'll see the button for the electric step on the back of part of the kitchen there. And you've got lounge number 2, so you've got your front half dinette as I call it. So you've got a double forward facing seat, which is nicely sculpted for comfort, and you've got 2 seat belts on there, and then your 2 swiveling cab seats there. There's a big table which clips onto that rail, and it can be put away if you wish. You probably wouldn't put it away, I'd probably leave it up, but if you do want to put it away, it lives here just over the cab. But if you leave it up, you've got more storage up there, so I think I'd do that myself. Again, really nicely finished, big opening side windows all the way around, and you've got a front TV point there, and there's a roof mounted digital compatible directional TV area, which are really good as well. So I'll have a little seat in the cab here. You've got storage underneath the forward facing seat, plenty of high level lockers as well, which are all very, very smartly finished. Ceiling is all sort of cloth lined as well, looks very, very smart. Now this area, it offers 2 seat belted seats, and uniquely, this is what sets the 184 apart from any other van out there. This area will make a big double bed. Now it's not a get back from the local taverna after 6 bottles of wine sort of bed makeup, but it's pretty easy to do once you've had a bit of practice, in fairness to it. So all you do is you slide this out here, and then you've got some infills there which live underneath this lift up unit there. You can see these have never actually been used. and they fill this whole space from one side of the van to the other, and you end up with a 6-foot transverse double bed that's sort of 4'4" wide. Maybe it's big. Lovely big side window in the door as well. That's a really nice feature. So yeah, you can fill in all of this and you can sleep 4 adults inside, or if you're feeling opulent, you can have a double bed each if you want. There's one of you snoring. Now if you're not going to be using this front bed, you can leave all of that lot at home, and then what could you put in there? You could put your chairs, your loungers, tables, all sorts of things in there. So it's a really good bit of extra storage space when you're by yourself, but it's got that option of turning this whole area into a bed, which is really cool. And it's a big bit of extra workspace here as well. So if you look at this kitchen, that's a fantastic kitchen. You don't get that in some 8-metre A classes which don't have a kitchen of that ilk. Speaking of kitchen, equipment wise, we've got a nice big deep sink. We've got a 3-burner gas hob, and then a combined Thetford Aspire oven and grill at a reasonable height. Thetford triplex oven and grill, sorry. Plenty of storage drawers, storage cupboards. Got a nice storage cupboard down there as well, so plenty of space there. Opening window there, massive opening window here. Now looking above that, you've got mission control here. Swift are very proud of this. You've got the Swift command system. So if I just tap that there, that wakes up your Swift command computerized control system. And on here, it's fairly easy to use. In fairness to it, you've got a button for your lights, button for your outside light. You've got a power button here that will tell you how much power you've got in your vehicle battery, leisure battery. You've got a solar panel on the roof and a 100 amp hour leisure battery, and that will tell you what's going on there. And you can go back to the home screen and look at the various other bits and bobs. Does all sorts of things. It's got a tracker built into this as well. It's a very, very clever control system. Also in there, you can even change the brightness of your dimmer lights. Your dimmer lights are these uplighters throughout the van, and you can change how bright they are for a bit of a romantic ambience, if you so desire it, on your control panel. Across from there is your Truma control panel. This does your heating and your hot water. This is very easy to use. You can just select a power source, be it electric, a mixture of electric and gas, or just gas. Once you've done that, you can come across and select to do your water, or to do your van. You just set your temperature, leave it to it. It does more stuff than that as well, but it's nice and easy to use. So that's your mission control. As you come in the door, we've got a carbon monoxide alarm there. Massive kitchen space. And then coming further back through the kitchen, we've got the 3-way fridge freezer that we saw the vents for on the outside. This is an automatic energy selecting unit, Brucey. Automatic energy selecting unit. So that means it will run off mains electric if you're hooked up. It will run off gas if you're not hooked up, and it will switch to run off the engine if you start the engine. So it's all auto. It will sort itself out. All you need to do is switch it on and off. Nice and easy. Good size and really big. Now it's beeping at me. I can't turn it off because I'm trying to do it one-handed. That's the idea. We've got a nice comfortable end lounge at the back there. This will simply make a double bed with those wrap-round windows that we saw from the outside. High-level storage cupboards, big hecky roof light, and 4 opening windows. So it's going to be a very, very light and airy place to be, along with your second TV bracket. Both of those are fed by the roof-mounted aerial. So if one of you wants to watch the football, the other one wants to watch Coronenders, you can have 2 TVs in here. Wardrobe is underneath the fridge. I like that because I think having the fridge higher up is a better idea than having the wardrobe higher up, because you spend more time in the fridge. In there you've got your second table, and that will go on a leg down here, or you can get a tripod base for that and put it outside. And finally, we've got a typical van conversion washroom, which is a wet room. They almost always are, and it's perfectly functional. So you've got moulded sink, Thetford cassette toilet, good bit of floor space, shower curtain if you're showering to come around and keep your door and one of the walls dry. Nice and easy to use, fair enough. Bathroom's never a massive selling point in a van conversion, but it's there. You can use it. If you want to shower, you can lift the shower bit out of there. If I was doing that, I'd probably carry a separate shower head as well, just to change that. They screw on, screw off, just to make your shower a bit easier. Get an Eco Cam or something like that. Blown air heating vent as well in there, so you can use that as a drying space, and you've got a skylight in the roof. It's in absolutely immaculate condition. There's not a mark on it, inside or out. It's a credit to its one and only owner. It's not seen a great deal of use, and it's a good buy. Now, because it is an early part exchange, you'll have to ring us for the price on this one. So if you ring up and ask Highbridge Devon, ask for Highbridge Devon, because during lockdown, as we still are at the moment, our phones are diverted to the Somerset branch. So ring up Highbridge Caravans, ask for the Devon branch, and we'll give you a call about this Swift Select 184 and tell you the price. We can talk about part exchange figures, finance figures, and if you really like it, you can reserve the van subject to viewing for when we open in a couple of weeks' time or so. You can put in an internet inquiry through the Highbridge Caravans website. You can make a comment on this on YouTube. If you've seen it on YouTube, put a comment in the comments box, and we do monitor them. We might not see it straight away, but we will shortly. So this is a 2019 Swift Select 184 at Highbridge Caravans Devon branch. It's only done 5 and a bit thousand miles. It's got an awning, it's got a tow bar, it's got reversing sensors, solar panel, alloy wheels, cab blinds, aircon, cruise control. It's got an oven, it's got a Swift Command control system with integrated tracker, and it's the only van conversion out there without a raising roof or bunk beds that makes 4 proper berths. So that's it. Swift Select 184 2019 at Highbridge Caravans Devon branch. Thank you very much. Goodbye.